Hello and welcome to an episode of Good Evening from Korea that is completely normal. Nothing is wrong here. Good evening from Korea. Welcome back to another episode. I hope you enjoyed the last one. I put way too much time into editing it. I was thinking about that clip that I put in of me driving that car. I'd like to say I put a little note on it. What you're seeing there, where the camera's going all over the place, that's how you see the camera in game. So you have to drive with the camera by your wheel and just go from that. Or you have to drive with the camera up here as you're driving along trying to go through traffic. You have to drive like that in order to get a good clip. You have to drive cleanly while not being able to see. So it's a weird challenge mode. But yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to say about it, but I can't remember what it was. But I was thinking that I could throw more of those clips into these because I play GTA. Sometimes a funny thing happens. And so I figured I'd put another one into this. I know of at least one more that I saved. We'll see what it is when I put it up, but you'll get to see what it is right now. Okay, well, now that that's out of the way, let's get into what I did today. All right, so aside from GTA, woke up this morning pretty early. I think I woke up around like 4:15. Kind of awake for a second, fell back asleep, awoke again 5:05, I'm going to say, because I was up for a long time before my alarm. So I am a bit tired. I'm recording this at 7:16. My computer does not need to update anything. It's been running good so far. My storage is cleared, so hopefully my system memory won't go crazy. And my Wi-Fi has been semi-solid, so I might even be able to go to bed by 9. We'll see. So, woke up very, very early and a couple of times, and I was supposed to go into the office right away. But for some reason, I just kind of didn't. I put on civilians too, instead of putting on like my uniform. I don't know why, but it was just this premonition I had of like, no, I'm not going to go straight away. I'm not going to go in there straight away. And I didn't, because I was soon contacted later by some people who had just done what is called the Norwegian Ruck March, which is an 18.6 mile long ruck march with 25 pounds on your back. So the people who did go were very tired. And they contacted me saying, hey, do you think you could do us a favor? Yeah, sure. What's up? Do you think you can get us some food? Yeah, sure. What's up? I might still have the list, or at least part of it. But they gave me a list of it was like 5 breakfast burritos, 5 ham sandwiches, aloe vera, 4 Gatorades, beef bulgogi, which is a Korean thing. And then snacks, parentheses, any. Like, it was just like, I need everything possible from the nearest gas station. And I was like, bet. ETA, 25 minutes. Because I'd never gone around that store before. I didn't know where stuff was, so I gave myself a lot of time. I ended up coming back in, I think, 27 minutes. So I'm actually kind of... I'm alright with that. I tried to make it quick, but it ended up being an entire giant bag of food that took me 20 minutes to find. So, pish posh. Point was, I was able to do something nice for those guys, which I was very, very happy to do. I bought that scooter months ago, and I'd like to get any use out of it as I can. And if that means helping out my unit, absolutely. So I was happy to do that. It was a great way to start off the day doing something productive and helpful. And one of the guys that asked for it ended up paying me 20, which I tried to not let him do, but he threatened to just leave it on the ground, and I know my old roommate would somehow stumble upon it. I just know it. I just know it. Because they never come out of their room, but I just know if that money gets left on the ground, they're going to be the first person out of their room. Just because that would be my luck. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. I appreciate it. And later, after a bit of GTA, I had to go to the office, as I had to do in the morning, in the afternoon. And I needed the card to get into my building so that I didn't have to force somebody to come down and get me, because I don't have a card to access my office building because there's only so many of those. It's really annoying. Long story short, long story long. Had to find a building security key, contacted the guy who I got the food for before, was like, hey, can I use your card? He was like, yeah, sure. Give me a minute to get to the door. I was like, all right, cool. And he handed me the card, and like right under it, I can't really show you what that was like, but right under it, you could just see like sticking out just a little bit of boop right there of green. And I was like, oh, that's more money. No, I'm not taking it. So like, thanks. And like pulled the card out of his hand and let the money, and he was like, bruh. Because he's a great guy. He was going to try and pay me back for it, but I wanted it to be a gift, so I was holding it over his head. Got the card back from him. Head to the office. We figured that out really quickly. I hung out for a little while more to charge my scooter because I'd already gone to the gas station and to work, and I was going to come home, check out a location for our gas chamber training later next week. I had to go shopping, so I had to do all that stuff, so I hung out in the office for a little bit to let it charge. Head back. Found that building pretty easily, at least according to the person that I saw at the site, who I was like, hey, is this building? And he was like, yeah. I was like, thanks. He was like, you're good. And that's like the extent of the conversation we had. So hopefully that's the right place. Hopefully that guy knew what he was talking about. Went shopping. That went fine. Oh, I cleaned a ton. I actually mopped. I actually cleaned up a lot. My room is all vacuumed, and the carpet is already starting to get gross again because I ate in here. I eat in here for every meal because this is my table. So it gets kind of dirty. But I did vacuum it. I made my bed. All of my laundry is done. Everything is cleaned. All of my dishes are washed. My shopping is done. I have no overhanging responsibilities. I have things I can be doing, but nothing I need to be doing. I'm showered, shaved, and fed. Happy days. Which means that this weekend will be a lot of sitting on my butt doing nothing, which is perfect. Because I'm going to commit to this and say I'm going to record a video of a video game tomorrow. I don't know what game. Wherever you are out in this time-consuming world of ours, whether it be good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night that I should be issuing at your particular person, I do sincerely hope that it's good, whatever it is. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you see this, you're special, because most people don't. Thank you. This has been Overlord Pop-Tart. Stay frosty.